Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the TSAP LASA 2021. And today is the 26th session, if I not be mistaken. It is in the progress. And please read what I posted on the screen. If you could see it. And if you could, yes, is it visible? And
Yes,
my
sir.
voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please read what I cited on the screen.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Happy Parsi New Year. 16 August 2021 in India. Happy Nowruz, Professor Dr. Muhammad Sahib Hussain.
Yes, and today is of course, in India, 16th August will be celebrated as a Parsi New Year, like Muharram for the Muslims. For which faith this is Parsis? Zoroastrian. They are faith of Zoroastrian faith. This is the January, the first month of this year, and they will celebrate on the 16th. Of course, sometimes it comes 17th also, because it depends upon the equinox, which actually falls on May 21 generally, that we will see it now. A Parsis New Year 2021 that is called Nowruz. Now means new, Rose means day. Is a day when people pray for health and prosperity. And the first question which I want to make it out, I would like to ask you. Nowruz is the day, the marks the Parsi New Year for the followers of the which faith? Bohra faith, Khoja faith, Zoroastrian faith, or Maimun faith? Just now I told you that what faith it is.
Sir, option number 3, sir.
Option number 3, that is said to be the Zoroastrian. Option 3, Zoroastrian faith, they will observe these Parsis. Of course, Parsi is the word of the Persians people, those who came from the Iran, and in the Gujarati, Parsi means Persian. Yes, Nowruz in India is celebrated this year, that is 2021, is on 15th August, 16th August, 17th August, 21st August. So no, I
16th
already
August,
told
sir.
you. It is
16th
celebrated on
August, sir.
16th August 2021 because today is the day where the Parsis celebrate it. But when you see the equinox, they are supposed to celebrate on 21st March. Let us see now. And Parsis New Year is also known as Nowruz, which is derived from the Persian word now means and rose means, which indicates a fresh day, a new day, a Nova day, a Innova day. Which one is
Second one, sir. New
appropriate?
day. New day, sir. New
Yes,
day. Second one,
it is a
sir.
new. Just now means new. Rose means day. Like a Rosana, we will say daily. In Urdu also say. Actually, Urdu also is a combination of many other language, like a Persian language and Arabic language, and it is a combination. And that's why that you will find some of the Farsi words also in the Urdu. It's a
Even
new day.
in
Yes.
even in Telugu also Navavadhu is a
Nava,
Nav-
yes, Nava. Navavadhu also you can say that. Thank you very much, Korekonda Sharad Babu, that you joined over there and your voice is very much clear. I am
I
sure
don't
from
know, sir, when the signals will be lost and
yes,
when
that is
they will
yeah. Let us see,
there
let
is a
us see it.
problem.
Let us see how it can be.
And here I think whether you are going to deal with that or not, that
Because already there in
Zoroastrian
the schedule it is there. If you can able to make it out, you can make it out. I can come to the point. Okay.
Zoroastrianism's my
Yes.
point is this Parsis or Zoroastrians religious book is Jain Avesta.
Yes, and there, of course, it is coming in the next point.
Yes.
Where do they go for the worship? Which temple they go? That we will come across now. Yes, now, which type of the calendar follows the Parsis community? Is a lunar month calendar, or a solar month calendar, or Saint Shai calendar, or Gregorian calendar? Yes, anyone? Especially participants. I don't know whether participants joined slowly, and taking their own time. And yes, which calendar they will follow it? Akila, Sana Fatima, even though it is wrong, there is no minus marks. Try it. Try it. Sir, we don't want to try. We don't want to make it out.
I think option 3 is the
It is a Shahin calendar, we will say.
Right.
Of course, there is a Jamshed Rozi calendar also that we can say, because in the next question that it will come. And this year, Nowruz was officially the 20th March to 2021, it should be celebrated. But the day is celebrated in late July and August in India, because Parsi community here follows the Shahin calendar. And where in the Shahin calendar, and the 16th March is the right day, which does not include the leap year. It does not have the leap year. So, because the Muslims use the which calendar? Lunar calendar. And the Parsis, they say Shahin calendar, but this is based on the solar only. Yes, Parsis visit dash the temple, air temple, sun temple, sound temple, fire temple. Just now, I told you that they visit the Akila. They visit the. Sir, we opened and we went for the break. We went for the health break. Yes. Son of Fatima, can you unmute and give me the answer? Just now I told you the fire temple. So now the
Fire
question
temple.
comes. Yeah. The day marks the beginning of the Iranian calendar and is also based on the legendary Persian king and who introduced the solar calculation in the Parsis calendar. Is it Ramshedji Nowroz or Naushedji Nowroz or Jamshedji Nowroz or Jamsud Nowroz? Which one is the correct answer? Yes, the answer is
Jamshedji
Jamshedji.
Nowruz.
Jamshedji Nowroz is a king, Persian king, and that is named after him. And you can also say Jamshedji Nowroz.
Just I guessed it based on
Yeah.
Jamshedji.
Generally, that you will come Nowroz. No, it will come from the Nowroz. Generally, you heard
Sir,
somewhere we read it.
sir, I have a doubt. In Iran,
Yeah.
this Islam is there. Is there Persian also
Who?
in Iran?
Yeah, because no. Most of the Persian they run away from there, and they came most to the Gujarat and Bombay, and some of them went to the Pakistan because they are not the Muslims. Khojas are Muslims, Bohras are Muslims, Kachi Maimuns are Muslims, Khojas are Muslims. But these people are not Muslims. So they run away from there and they migrated to the Gujarat, and some of them went to the Bombay, and some of them went to
They
the
worship
Pakistan.
Kali, sir.
No, they worship fire.
Right.
They worship fire, F-I-R-E, fire. And they know they don't bury, they don't cremate. There is a death well is there. A shallow well is there who doesn't have the water. And over there they keep the grate, G-R-E-A-T, grate. Over that they will keep the corpse and they'll just go away. And the vultures and eagles and such animals will eat away the flesh. And whatever the bones would be left over there, because it is a grate, from the grate it falls in the hollow well. And later on it will be collected when it is full. So that is the way of, neither they bury it nor they cremate it. There is a where they can expose to these vultures. That is the method they adapt it. Yes, now I will switch over to my wife, and she is very much ready here. Come near to it so that you could see completely, and you can increase your sound, and sound should be there. And of course, I might be there, I may not be there, doesn't matter, because the host should be seen over there. And now we can switch over to the quotations, which I already opened it and put it there. That Parsi 70, and yes, it is there. Yes, to be taught on Monday, that is the 16th July 2021 by Mrs. Afzal Shahnaz, the host, the wife of the Professor Dr. Muhammad Saib Hussain. Now switch over to her, you can use this one. To the left, yes. You read. Read and do. Both the things you can do.
71 question here. Good evening, everybody. Quotation: if you do not like something, change it. If you cannot change it, change your attitude. Who said this? One is Indira Gandhi, two is Marie Curie, and three John Ray, and four is Maya Angelou.
Screen is not shared, sir.
Yes, please.
No,
Do you want to say anything?
screen is not able to be seen.
Yeah, no, I removed it. I removed it. It automatically came over there because of me. Yes, please give the answer.
Yes, sir.
Among the four, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. It's said by Indira Gandhi, Marie Curie, John Ray, Maya Angelou.
Option
Sir.
4.
Option 4, sir. I saw the feedback, sir.
Yes. Okay, no matter. Huh? When you give the answer, you should not say the option 4, Maya Angelou. That is the way. So that is a thing which is made it over there. If you don't like something, and change it. If you cannot change it, change your attitude. And read the feedback.
Maya Angelou was an American poet, a memoirist, and civil rights activist. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and was credited with a list of plays, movies, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She received dozens of awards and more than 50 honorary degrees. Angelo is best known for her series of 7 autobiographies, which focus on her childhood and early adult experiences. The first, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, tells of her.
That is the background of her, that her name is Maya Angelou, and there are many honorary degrees are there, roughly 50. Now you can say that how she is very much good in the education. Yes, next.
Now, 72 question.
Quotation.
Quotation is quotation.
Yes.
Who lives if India does not survive? Said by whom? Arun Jaitley. 2. Harish Salve. And 3 is Ram Bhulchand Jetmalani. And 4 is Sali Saroj.
Soli Sorabji.
Soli Sorabji.
Who lives if India does not survive? These are the 4 members, and they are all advocates, lawyers of the Supreme Court. But one thing is there. Other 3 are dead, only one is alive. That is Harish Salve. And this is said by Arun Jaitley. And that's who lives if India does not survive? Arun Jaitley. Because when your silence is there, it gives me the sense whether you could hear our voice or you could see the screen or not. Please, anyone can give me the answer. Anyone can give me the answer.
Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Why you are keeping quiet?
She said.
Who
Now
lives if
when
India?
I asked you, because your silence will kill us. Yes, you read what is posted as the Arun Jaitley feedback, anyone?
Who lives if India does not survive? Arun Jaitley. Feedback. Arun Jaitley, 28th December 1952, 24th August 2019, was an Indian politician and attorney, a member of the
Bharatiya.
yes, sir, Bharatiya Janata Party. Jaitley served as the Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs of the Government of India from 2014 in 2019. Sir, 2014 to 2019.
Yes, he served as a government of India. Yes, he's Arun Jaitley. He belongs to the BJP government. Yes, next.
Now, 73 question.
Quotation.
Now, quotation is, you can kill the dreamer, but you cannot kill the dream. Said by M.K. Gandhi, and 2 is Vinoba Bhave, and 3 is Martin Luther King Jr., and 4th is Benjamin Franklin.
The Gandhiji also said the same way. You can hate the sin, but not the sinner. In the same manner, you can kill the dreamer, but you cannot kill the dream. M.K. Gandhi, Vinoba Bhave, Martin Luther King Jr., Benjamin Franklin. Anyone make a trial, it is a wrong also doesn't matter. No minus marks.
Sir, option 2, sir.
Option 3.
Repeat.
Option 2.
Your voice is not clear.
Option 2, sir.
Option 2, never say like that. Option 2, Vinoba Bhave. That is the way of saying. The right answer is number 3, option 3, Martin Luther King Jr. That he said. Yes, anybody can read the feedback,
Sir, I read, sir.
please.
Martin Luther King is a JR, was a social activist and a Baptist minister who played a key role in the America's civil rights movement from the mid 1950 until he is a assassination in 1968. King sought equality and human rights for African Americans and the economically disadvantaged and all victims of injustice through peaceful protest. On December 10th in 1964, 50 years ago, a Reeve, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. received the Nobel Prize from the Peace during an award ceremony in also Norway.
Yes, and he is a recipient of the Nobel Prize for the Peace, that ceremony held in the Oslo, Norway. And he fight for the black Africans, economic justice, like B.R. Ambedkar fought in India for the Dalits, downtrodden people, and he also did the same thing, and he got the Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, that is the Martin Luther King, Reverend. He's a doctorate. Okay, next.
54 question. Here quotation. I didn't fail the test. I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. Again, I'll read. I didn't fail the test. I just found 100 ways to do it wrong.
Said by
1. Albert Einstein, and 2. Benjamin Franklin, and 3. Isaac Newton, and 4 is Thomas Alva Edison.
who is among the four who said those words?
It
I
is
did not fail the
Thomas
test. Yeah.
Sir, option
Thomas
4, sir,
Alva
Thomas
Edison.
Alva.
It should be none other than Edison.
Because intentionally I kept over there because he made the hundreds or thousand inventions over there. But it's not the right answer. Second option,
Benjamin Franklin.
it's the Benjamin Franklin that who said that I did not fail the test. It just found 100 ways to do it wrong. Yes, can anybody will unmute and read the feedback, please?
I did not fail the test. I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin, FRSE, was an American polymath active as a writer, scientist, inventor, statesman, diplomat, printer, publisher, and political philosopher. Among the leading intellectuals of his time, Franklin was one of the founding fathers of the United States and the first United States postmaster general. Franklin was never elected president of the United States. However, he played an important role as one of the 8 founding fathers, helping drafts the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution.
Yes, but he never elected as a president, but he helped. He is behind the screen, Benjamin Franklin. And can anybody tell me what is polymath? Highly educated, having the many academic degrees. That is. Okay, next, 75th quotation. Yes, please.
Question number.
He is genius in many areas.
Yes, what do you need, sir? Please tell me.
He is genius in many areas.
Yes. Shall we proceed?
Quotation. Everybody is
Yes,
a
proceed.
genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid.
Said by
Albert Einstein, and 2 is Benjamin Franklin, and 3 Isaac Newton, and 4 is Thomas Alva Edison.
Who among them the four everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. It is now Sir Isaac Newton. No, Benjamin Franklin. Is it Albert Einstein? It is Einstein. Albert Einstein said those words. Okay, next.
Now, 76th question. It is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself to forgive. Forgive everybody. One is Maya and Angelou, and two is John Ray, and three is Maria Curie, and four is Indira Gandhi.
Yes, which is the right one? 4. Make an attempt even though it is wrong. Why are silent?
Sir, Mary Curie, third one option, sir.
No, the right answer is here it is given. It is Maya Angelou. It is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself to forgive everybody. That is the gift you made. Next, 77 quotation.
77 question.
Quotation.
True education signifies empowering others and leaving the world behind a little better than the one we found. One is M.K. Gandhiji, and two is Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, and three is Jyotiba Phule, and four is Swami Vivekananda.
Try.
Sir, option 2, sir, Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan.
I did not follow you.
Sir, option 2.
Third, Jyoti Phule. Jyoti Phule, and he said, true education signifies empowering the others and leaving the world behind a little better than the one who found. The feedback is Jyotirao Govindarao Phule was Phule as an Indian social activist, thinker, anti-caste social reformer, and writer from the Maharashtra. His work extended to many fields, including the eradication of the untouchability and the caste system, and for his efforts in educating the women and lower caste people. That is the Jyotirao Phule. Yes, next. Of course, here I put it but I would like to know whose photograph it is. Read 78 quotation.
There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. One is D.H. Lawrence, two is R.L. Stevenson, and three is William Wordsworth, and four is William Shakespeare.
If you know the photos of all these 4 people, you can easily say that who is that person. You are a host. When the other people fail it, you have to say.
William Shakespeare, sir.
It is a William Shakespeare is the right word. Can you tell me what is the another title for the William Shakespeare?
Sir, pass on, sir.
B.A.R.D. Bird of England.
Bird of heaven. Bird of heaven.
B.A.R.D. Bird of England. He is a poet of England or Avon. We can say Avon also. A-V-O-N, Avon. Actually, it's a bird of England also, bird of Avon. But here I found it. Who is the bird of India? B.A.R.D. Bird of India.
Kalidas.
No. Rabindranath Tagore. Yes, the next question will come. William Shakespeare was an English poet and actor, widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's greatest dramatist. He is often called as England's national poet and the bird of Avon. A-V-O-N, Avon. Yes, 79th quotation.
We come nearest to the great. We are in humility. Again, I'll read. We come nearest to the great when we are in humility. One is Buddha, 2 is Vivekananda, 3 is
Sound.
Tagore, 4 is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa.
Make a trial.
Sir, option 1, sir, Buddha.
No, because I intentionally kept all those people's name, but actually the Rabindranath Tagore, and he said those words, we come nearest to the great, when you are great in humility. Rabindranath Tagore. And the feedback, anyone can unmute and read feedback.
The writer of Indian national anthem, the writer of Bangladesh's national anthem, the person to have inspired Sri Lanka's national anthem with his work, the first non-European and also the first lyricist to win a Nobel Prize in literature, Rabindranath Tagore. Not just this, he was a renowned poet, painter, writer, composer, and philosopher. Due to his achievements, Rabindranath Tagore is also known as the bird of Bengal.
The purpose of making up the other people to read is, I was thinking that when the participant will read it, of course, you are also a participant, you will be benefited more. A person who reads it, he will be benefited more than the other person who just listen it. I am giving the both tokens. I am giving the bonus to the participant, but the participant never realize such a thing because they fear of reading, because they feel that if I commit a mistake, no. If you go on reading it and it will become an easy thing to you, in the beginning that you will fail, in the second time that you will fail, but third time definitely you will succeed. Yes, read the 8th.
Question, that is quotation. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for lifetime, help someone else. Who said this? One is Arabian proverb, 2 is Japanese proverb, 3 is Chinese proverb, and 4 is Korean proverb. All proverbs.
So silent. Even though minus doesn't matter, there is no minus marks, there is no humiliation. At least make an attempt. A person who make an attempt, he will be successful, if sooner or later. Even no one is taking part of it. Okay. It is a Chinese proverb. Even though I doubt whether you are hearing me or not. Again, that is the doubt I am getting every time when you could not speak. When you could not speak, I will get the doubt whether you are hearing me or not. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
But you are keeping quiet makes me my temperature, my mercury level will be increased. See, you say something, even though it is wrong, doesn't matter. It gives me the sense that you are with me. And thanks for your patient listening and giving answers. But the most the benefit which I want to give it to the students, but the students not taking care of it, and that is the very fate. So now the question comes over there. The another host, are you ready, sir? So that I could put your questions. Yes, I could. Can I see him or not? Kolakanda Sharad Babu, are you ready? So that I could pose the questions.
Okay, sir. Sometimes the screen is not shared properly. Okay, anyhow, let us make a forward step.
Because today is Monday, because I read, in case you fail it, I will come to the rescue.
Okay.
Right. Yes, go ahead now.
I am ready to start it. Please share the screen, sir. Start it.
Yeah.
Yes. Good evening, participants, and good evening, host. Today we are going to start a fresh set of general knowledge and current affairs questions. The first question is, who wrote Gita Rahasya? Gopal Krishna Gokhale is the first option. Second option is Swami Vivekananda. Third option is Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Fourth one is Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Who wrote Gita Rasa? It is a very famous book written by an Indian. Which Indian do you want to choose? All these are Indians. And all
Trial,
these
make
are
a trial,
famous.
even though it is wrong, doesn't matter.
Option
Sir,
3, Balagangadhar Tilak, sir.
Yes, option 3.
Yes, option 3 is the correct one. And the feedback is it is Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Born as Keshav Gangadhar Tilak was an Indian national teacher and an independent activist. He was a freedom fighter. He was one third of the Lal Bal Paul triumvirate. So they are called Lal Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal. He is one among those three who is called triumvirate. Tilak was the first leader of the Indian independence movement. The British colonial authorities called him the father of the Indian unrest. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Rasa, popularly known as Gita Rasa or Karma Yoga Rasa Shastra, is a 1915 Marathi language book authored by Indian social reformer and independence activist Bal Gangadhar Tilak while he was in prison at Mandalay, Burma, and now it is called Myanmar. So that Mandalay is presently in Myanmar. Second question is who wrote Freedom at Midnight? It is also a very famous book which is asked in number of competitive examinations. The options are Salman Rushdie, Dominic Lapierre, Larry Collins, Dominic Lapierre, and Larry Collins. Which option do you want to choose? Freedom at Midnight. The options are Salman Rushdie, Dominic Lapierre, Larry Collins, Dominic Lapierre, and Larry Collins.
Make a trial.
Yes, participants.
Option 4, sir.
Yes, option 4 is the correct one. It is Dominic Lapierre and Larry Collins who wrote this Freedom at Midnight. Freedom at Midnight, it is a 1975 non-fiction book by Larry Collins and Dominic Lapierre about the events around the Indian independence movement and partition. It details the last year of the British Raj from 1947 to 48, beginning with the appointment of Lord Mountbatten of Burma as the last viceroy of British India and ending with the death and funeral of Mahatma Gandhi. So Lord Mountbatten of
This is the book, The Freedom at Midnight. Larry Collins and Dominic Lapierre. Lapierre, or Lapierre, I think. Authors of the, Lapierre. And the Jerusalem, author of Jerusalem, that is where we could see the people, those who are participated in the freedom struggle movement. And you could see even the Lord Mountbatten also there after the flag at the right hand side. Yes, next.
Yes, he is another book. Third question, who was the author of Midnight Children? Midnight Children, not Freedom at Midnight, it is Midnight Children. Sarojini Naidu, Salman Rushdie, Kamala Das, Nissim Ezekiel. Midnight Children.
There are famous books, these are. Because of Salman Rushdie, Satanic Verses, who wrote it. Because of that is banned over there. Now he is taking the asylum in London. Answer I already given.
Please read. Please
Anyone can read the feedback?
mention.
Please go ahead.
The author of the book of Midnight Children did not set out to the right a crowd, the pleaser, but but rather wanted to create a work that focused on the India he knew. Growing up in Bombay, Salman Rashid said he never been to write with the readers in mid sometimes some things he acknowledged a tribal horrible admission.
Yeah, let me read again. The author of the Midnight Children did not set out to write a crowd pleaser, but rather wanted to create a work that focused on the India he knew. The growing up in Bombay, Salman Rushdie said he never begins to write with the reader in mind, something he acknowledged as a terrible, horrible admission. Yes, he is a Salman Rushdie and he is showing the book, and the Salman, that is the Midnight Children, which is in right hand, and he is now in UK. Yes, next. Kolkanda, are you ready? Or shall I? Yes, let me read it because I think there is a problem of the signals, I think. Yeah. So, the fourth question, who wrote Lajja? Number 1, Taslima Nasrin. Number 2, Rangana Kamna. Number 3, Endamari Virendranath. Number 4, Asha Purna Devi. Who among them who wrote the book Lajja? We can say the
Option 3, sir. Endamuri Virendranath, sir.
No, you are wrong. Second option, make another option. She is from Bangladesh.
Sir, Taslima Nasrin.
Taslima Nasrin, the feedback, and the feedback is Lajja in Bengali. We can say Lajja, shame, is a novel in Bengali by the Taslim Nasrin, a writer of the Bangladesh. The word Lajja means shame in Bengali. The Bangladesh government banned the Lajja 2 months after the book was published because it was the government's responsibility to protect the Hindus, and it had completely failed to do so. Lajja is still banned in Bangladesh, and this is the photograph of the Taslima Nasrin. You can see the left-hand side to my, and the right side you can see that how the women should be exploited over there regarding the Hindus and regarding the Hinduism that she made over there. Yes, if Korokonda could be able to read, you can read the fifth question. Sarath Babu, can you make it to read? Is it possible for you? Because I could not see his icon. Okay, let me take the lead. Yes, the fifth question. Which country is called Land of White Elephants? I repeat, which country is called the Land of White Elephant? Number 1, Mongolia. Number 2, Cambodia. Number 3, Thailand. Number 4, Vietnam.
Option 3, sir. Thailand.
How could you know it? Can you tell me?
I read it somewhere, sir.
Pardon? I beg your pardon. Many elephants are there in Thailand. Yeah, white elephants are the widely seen in Thailand. White elephants actually albinos, means white color albinos, because a person doesn't have the pigment. We can say albinos, who looks to be purely white. Have for centuries been revered in Myanmar, Thailand, and Laos and other Asian nations. But most of these elephants that you could find it in Thailand. Yes. The sixth question. Sarath Babu, can you make it out? Okay, I will
Yes,
continue
sir.
it. Okay, I will continue it. Huh? Yes, I will continue it. Which country is known as a land down under? Which country is known as land down under? Number 1, New Zealand. Number 2, Australia. Number 3, Singapore. Number 4, Hong Kong.
Yes, sir. Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yeah, now I can hear.
Now I can.
Yeah, the right option is land down under. It is Australia. The Australia is a continent, a country, and an island. It is a nickname, the land down under, because it is below the equator. Australia is made up of the 6 states and 2 territories, but the only country in Australia is the smallest continent in the world. The smallest. How many continents are there? Can anybody will tell me? How many continents are there? Sir, we don't know. Yes? If you don't know, you say pass on. See, neither will say pass on, nor will say do anything. Either you say, you speak, or you don't speak, it doesn't matter. Okay, let it go. Okay, 7th question. Gita Govinda was written by? Number 1, Bhartrihari. Number 2, Jaydev. Number 3, Bana. Number 4, Kshatriya. Gita Rahasya is different. Gita Govinda is different.
Sir, option number 2, Jaidev.
Jaidev, right, I appreciate. It's a Jaidev Govinda. Gita Govinda is one of the famous Indian love poem collections written in the Sanskrit by a poet called Jaidev. That is a supplementary question also they can. Jaidev is a collection of number dash poems, love poems, patriotic poems, or folklores, or classical poems. Then the answer is love poems. The poems follow the love of Krishna, the beloved eighth reincarnation of the Lord Vishnu, and the Hindu religion. Yes. In the year 1972, the William Jones translated Gita Govinda into English. And because it is so nice poems are there, and hence the William Jones has translated the Gita Govinda into English. Yes. And the eighth question, Ayurveda is a part of which Veda? Rig Veda, Samveda, Atharva Veda, Yajurveda Veda. Yes. Even though it is wrong, doesn't matter. Give any one of the Veda. No, say a particular Veda.
Option 3, sir. Atharva Veda.
It is the Atharva Veda. The origin of the Atharva Veda dates to the Vedic era. Most material relating to the health and diseases are available in the Atharva Veda. Historians claim that the Ayurveda is part of the Atharva Veda. However, Rig Veda, which is the earliest Veda, also mentioned about the diseases and medicinal plants. Ninth question. In Indian mythology of the Mahabharata, Bhishma's original name is Shantanu, Devavrata, Drona, Nakula.
Sir, option number 1, Shantanu.
Yes, I cannot say that is the no, Devavrata. Devavrata is the right answer for that one. Born to the king Shantanu, and Ganga, his father, mother is Shantanu and Ganga. Bhishma was named Devavrata, Vratam of Deva. He spent his early days with his mother and was trained by the sage Vasishtha, Brihaspati, and Shankaracharya and Parashuram. Yes, next, 10th question. Ceylon was the farmer name of, it's a very easy question. Without I finishing the 4 options, we can be in a position to give the answer. Thailand, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Switzerland. If you don't know, this means I'm sure that because we discussed this thing and several times when we started the classes.
Sir, option number 2, Sri Lanka.
It is option number 2, Sri Lanka. Earlier name is Ceylon. And Siam is the former name of Thailand, Asia. Siam is the former name of Thailand. And Burma is the former name of Myanmar. And Turikam is the former name of Zurich. So these are the things which I want to add to you in the feedback. And Colombo is the capital of Finland, Norway, Fiji, Sri Lanka. Colombo is the capital of?
Sir, Sri Lanka. Sir, option number 4, Sri Lanka.
Capital is Colombo. Yes, we discussed in our earlier classes who was the first prime minister in the world. Yes. And I gave the answer yesterday or day before yesterday. The first prime
Yes,
minister.
sir, Sirimavo Bandaranaike.
Sirimavo Bandaranaike. Yes. And which is the capital of Tanzania? Anyone? Arusha, Mwanza, Dar es Salaam, Dodoma. Make a trial.
Dar es Salaam.
Earlier it was the Dar es Salaam, but now it is the Dodoma. And the Dodoma city is the designated national capital of the Tanzania since 1974, pending complete the transfer of the official functions from the Dar es Salaam and Eastern Africa, about the 300 miles, and that is the 480 kilometers inland west from the Indian Ocean. What Tanzania is famous for? There are the top 5 things Tanzania is famous for. Serengeti National Park. Serengeti National Park is the most famous park in Tanzania. It touches the 3 countries. What are the 3 countries? Number 1, Tanzania. Number 2, Kenya. Number 3, Uganda. That is the number 1. Number 2, Mount Kilimanjaro. Very people from the foreigners will come. It is the highest peak in the area, and where in the top they will have the ice. As the tallest peak in the African continent, Mount Kilimanjaro is known as the roof. Next, the beaches. There are beautiful beaches are there in the Tanzania.
There is a song also. There is a song also which
Yes.
mentions Kilimanjaro.
Yes.
Kilimanjaro.
Yes, yes. And the beaches are very good beaches. Are the most of the Tanzanian government will get the revenue from the tourist. And the Ngorongoro crater is there. Is a natural crater is where Ngorongoro crater where you can see all the animals at one place. You can see it in one day. That is Ngorongoro crater. But we can go only by the motor vehicle to see inside. Otherwise, if you want to see the Serengeti National Park, it will take the 3 to 4 days to see the complete national park. 4 days. There is a camps also there. You can stay over there. Sir, how could you know it? Sir, I worked in Tanzania more than 15 years. Yes. Father of the modern medicine is number 1, Samuel Hahnemann. Number 2, Hippocrates. Number 3, Susurta. Number 4, Charaka. Make a
Option 2, sir.
try. I have shown the feedback also. If you just genius enough, you can see the feedback and you can know it. The Hippocrates is considered to be the father of modern medicine because in his books, which are more than 70, he described in a scientific manner many diseases and their treatment after detailed observation. He lived about 2,400 years ago. Yes, next. What deficiency causes leukoderma? Oh, somebody is speaking. Yes. Yeah, now you can unmute and give me the answer. What deficiency causes leukoderma? Is it vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D? Which is the right answer?
Vitamin C, sir.
Vitamin C is ascorbic acid. It is the D is the right answer. Our review revealed that vitamin D deficiency has been identified in many conditions, including the premature and dismature birth, pigmented skin, obesity, advanced age, and malabsorption. Vitamin D increases the melogenesis and the tyrosinase content of the cultured human melanocytes by its anti-apoptotic effect. And from where we will get the vitamin D mostly? Yes. Kolakanda Sarath Babu, is it vitamin D? We will get it from the sun rays.
Yes,
Sunlight, sir.
from sunlight.
Sunlight, sir.
From sunlight.
Okay.
Actually, my options.
Yeah, I changed it because
it-
you say
it-
melanin. You wrote melanin. You wrote melangotis. You wrote, but I did not feel it happy.
Melanocytes, because that lack of melanin and that too caused by melanocytes.
Yeah,
So
because that
melanocytes.
I could not
Okay,
make it out.
okay, no
But,
problem with your options are different, so you can.
yeah, is the
Change
vitamin
to that
D,
one.
melanocytes, which is getting from the sunbath. Okay. Sunbath, don't do it on the 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Either in the morning, early morning is better, sunbath. Okay. 14 question. Vitamin B1 is also called riboflavin, thiamine, niacin, ascorbic acid.
Option 2, sir. Thiamine.
It is a thiamine. That is the right answer. Thiamine, also known as a thiamine or thiamine or vitamin B1, is one of the B vitamins. Riboflavin is vitamin B2. It is widely found in both the plant and animal-based foods, including milk, meat, eggs, nuts, and rich in flour and green vegetables. Riboflavin is involved in many body processes. It is required for